Hi there. It's been a while, but welcome back to another Time to Taste wine tasting video. My good friend, who I usually do the videos with, had an issue where he couldn't really taste wine that well for quite a while, but now his taste buds are back, and that means I'm back doing some wine tasting with him and with you. Today, we're going to be doing a Mission Hill Reserve 2022 Reserve Meritage. Now, Meritage is basically what North Americans call Bordeaux blends because you're not allowed to use the word Bordeaux outside of Bordeaux, France. Living in the Okanagan, Mission Hill sort of dominates everyone else because they are such a well-known winery. So here's a little history on that. Mission Hill was founded in 1966, and I believe in the 70s, Anthony Van Mandel purchased it. And he is a very well-known leader of BC wine. But back when he purchased Mission Hill, he wasn't that well-known. It was originally a very small operation, and at that time, the Okanagan was not known for world-class wines. A major transformation occurred in the 1980s to the 1990s when Van Mandel reinvested heavily to elevate quality and reputation. And now the winery in West Kelowna is one of the most recognizable in all of Canada, and it's won lots and lots of awards. Now, Mission Hill played a major role in making the Okanagan internationally credible. In 1994, their Chardonnay won Best Chardonnay in the World at the International Wine and Spirit Competition in London, and this was a turning point. It proved that Okanagan wine could compete globally, and it helped shift the perception from bulk cheap wines to premium terroir-driven wines. At that time, Mission Hill invested in modern viticulture and winemaking, raising standards across the valley because then, as now, when Mission Hill does something, it sort of has a ripple effect to the rest of the Okanagan. This also helped turn the Okanagan into a wine tourism destination, not just a farming region. For example, now Mission Hill is growing organic grapes, which has had a ripple effect in the rest of the Okanagan, in that many of the wineries now grow organic grapes as well. Mission Hill owns vineyards across multiple subregions of the Okanagan, which gives them lots of grapes to choose from. But smaller wineries do have to scramble a bit to find grapes to buy sometimes. This multi-site approach allows for blending, for consistency, and complexity, like the Meritage we're about to try. Mission Hill is part of the Mark Anthony Group, which also owns other major wine brands. In summary, the legacy for Mission Hill was that it proved BC could produce world-class wine. It helped attract investment and talent to the region, and it raised expectations for quality, architecture, and visitor experience. Now, onto this wine. So this bottle is actually empty because I've decanted it because they recommend at least an hour decant before you drink it. So this wine is a classic Okanagan Bordeaux style or Meritage blend. Merlot dominant, Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Petit Verdot. It comes from two of their estate vineyards, one in Black Sage Bench in Oliver, and the other in Osoyoos. And Osoyoos is really important because it's the southernmost region in BC, and the benchlands benefit from the lake effect. It allows the Bordeaux varietals to completely ripen for full flavor. It is considered one of the better range BC red blends with firm tannins and oak aging, often 14 to 16 months in French or American barrels. And it drinks well with decanting, but can improve over 3 to 5 years. So let's dig into this Mission Hill 2022 Reserve Meritage from the Okanagan Valley of British Columbia. I said appearance, clear, medium to deep ruby color. Definitely legs in there. I figure it's pretty high alcohol. Ooh. Nose clean, medium plus. I agree, developing. I think it's almost there. Blackcurrant, blueberry, blackberry, plum. I even got some strawberry, sultana raisins, an overall sort of jamminess, baked fruits, little bit of green pepper, some lavender, maybe some black pepper too. I'm not sure about that one. And whetstones, and then vanilla or cloves, cedar, chocolate, which I don't usually smell. I smell chocolate on this, tobacco, and an overall earthy aroma. Dry, medium acidity, medium to medium plus tannins, high alcohol, and it is 14%. Medium plus body, medium plus flavor, and a medium finish. There was the blackcurrant, blackberry, blueberry, plum, sultana, jamminess was all there, whetstones, vanilla, chocolate, and earthy. So a lot of the flavors a lot of the aromas that I smelled were also there in the flavors, which I quite liked. I thought this was a well integrated wine. It still has room to age because there's still some acidity and some fruit. It has a delicious taste. I think it's a good value for Okanagan wines. Unlike a lot of Mission Hill wines, I think are overpriced. It's a reserve, which makes you think, oh, it's fancy, but reserve is the bottom tier for Mission Hill wines. So for their bottom tier, it's actually quite good. Food friendly, I gave it a 5-star. As soon as I had it with a piece of cheese, it was beautiful pairing. So overall, I thought it was balanced. The length was okay. It was good intensity and it had good complexity. So I rated it as very good. If you are looking to book a wine tour of the Okanagan for this summer, and you're interested in a customizable, flexible, and completely private wine tour with a wine expert in the comfort of your own vehicle, please check out the link below in the comments.